I think that when we removed the 4% Doom from the branded event in the hospital, we don't need to nerf the Vital Clue event. I don't know why I just started the video like that, I just remembered thinking about it. But I'll let these characters speak for themselves as I don't know, there's a lot to go through and I don't know if I'm gonna make it all, or make it in time for things that are being planned here and there, so I'll just basically, as I get into Yogathag Scar's character exclusive custom character runs, yeah, I'll do my best to make the gameplay concise while also kind of autopiloting, just to be fair. So, and kind of just putting the characters through the, not ringer, but testing them out. So, I'm just gonna take a quick thing. I always usually go over what the sigils are. I think this time, again, gonna go a little bit faster and see how well, or not well, I do. That said, we have 6 charisma, so let me actually do this. Actually, no, I shouldn't even be paying attention. Yeah, let's just go. I'm not gonna think too much about it because, you know, yeah, I think the thumbnail would already say it. If not, then future me can decide what I may or may not want to do. But of course, I am kind of just fooling around because at certain times, because some people ask me things, some people message me things, and I just decide, you know, I'm just gonna do this thing instead. So yeah. Not really much else to say about that. And again, I don't do this out of any ill intent, because I do want to do some science, I guess, is what I should say. So, yeah, let's just do this and move on. And we'll stick with Kana, but we do want to rush in a moment. Because, you know, not having any strategy isn't a good idea. I don't think anyone has ever said to not use any strategy. So, that would not be, the smartest thing, I think, but, you know, at the same time, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I can't get certain strategies to work, that said, I'll say that much, as I go through. At the same time, if you've been with this channel for a long time, I'm not the best at what I do, and if you are joining this channel for the first time, or it's one of your first few videos on this channel, then you're about to see why I might have the trouble I do. But even taking that into account, taking in human error into account, you know, RNG is RNG, and sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't. But as I go through, I was looking through for the custom characters in the community, and I couldn't figure out the fairest way. So what I really did, and there's no way for you to believe me when I say this, so, but no, let me just say it first. So, yeah, basically I put all the names in a hat and I drew... That's not actually what I did, but I basically picked them at random, and that's the order I'm going to do them in. However, I do wanted to do at least one character from a certain person who's creating content, because they've made a lot so far, and I might as well, you know, dip into their pool of probably what's going to become a mod pack. If not, then they just know that they've made a lot of characters. That said, what am I gonna do next? Gonna do footage next. Oh, that's right, I have scars. Did I run into a single encounter, by the way? I don't think I did. So, you know, if I really wanted to play with the no meta comment, or... Yeah, no, I think that's pretty much what the comment is. I shouldn't have even grabbed the handcuffs, but I'm gonna grab them because, again, if you see something available, there's no reason not to. Like, if you pick up a box cutter, or you get holy glyphs, there's no... Holy glyphs? Ghostly spear, sorry. I think that's the correct... max stamina for damage, basically. Then, you're not gonna not use that. You're going to use those things. If you pick up the katana, you're probably going to use it. Things like that. Also, I'm already at 2 strength? What happened? I know it's Frostbite, but does this character really only have 5 strength? I guess so. So we'll take the reason hit and move on. But at the same time, again, that would be really almost insulting to certain comments here and there. So, and because it's not just, it's like a few people back and forth. I want to say a few people. Again, I don't know the exact number because sometimes I pop in and I see what happens. Sometimes I don't. What do I have? Oh, fame. Fame, that's right. So really for ally attacks, or this is a really good strategy for ally attacks. However, whether or not I hit the second one depends on my subjective luck. And even if I do get lucky, it usually comes at a time when I don't want it. In this case, you know, I'm kind of just messing around here, but you know, if nothing else, it proves that, hey, you actually don't need any meta as I proceed, don't need any meta as I proceed to almost die in that mystery. But hey, if you don't need any meta, then theoretically that kind of goes in line with the no strategy comment as well, but that's not, I don't think anyone would ever say that. And if you do, I mean, maybe you have some strategy that's just, like, very 95% consistent on Harbinger, because I haven't figured it out. I've tried. The best I can see or do is about 75-80%. That's taken into account if I don't make the errors that I do during certain points of the game, usually the lighthouse, but sometimes not the lighthouse. It could just be the very beginning as well. But anywho, why am I doing that? I want to do this. I think I can guarantee this, right? Yeah, I can guarantee one. I can attack boost another, and we do that. But I'll at least do that much. If I do any less than that, then I would just be, you know, I would not I would not be playing even at a moderately okay level. So, and again, I'm not always correct as well, and I always make fun of myself when warranted because, you know, I just took reason damage for no reason, and I just ate 3 reason for no reason. I will equip that, however. No, I don't have a spell to forget at all. Well, I don't want to rest for 4 Doom anyway, so away I go. And yeah, I guess funds are never a problem as well, because if you use the ally strat, you technically don't need any allies. At the same time, look at me dying here, and look at how much Doom I have. Did I even buy anything? I don't think I even bought anything. Anywho. But yeah, if you give a character fame and 6 charisma, I'm going to use the ally attack strat. Because it is definitely workable, but you do have to get lucky with allies sometimes, so if your schoolyard is pretty bad, it can be a bit trickier, but you can still get around 16 damage per turn. Yes, you have to eat whatever comes out without bracing, but if katana is usable, then ally attack is usable. That's my A equals B equals C, A equals C little argument, or opinion. Anywho, we're gonna be losing even more reason, but I don't think I can really rest, so let's see. I actually would like cigarettes, but if I don't get... Okay, well, that allows me to rest once. I didn't even check to see if I had fetid fumes. Again, turning my brain off, because no meta needed, right? Although, realistically, I've gotten this far already, so... At the same time, max threat level into Yogatag. I probably should have switched, but... Again, I just want to put things to the test. Again, I'm not trying to, like, go the other way, because at the same time, as I proceed to pretty much die here, but that doesn't count. I did put sudden death on, but I think that's only in encounters. But going the other way, you know, being tryhard and World of War. Actually, no, that's not a real... I mean, no, let's play devil's advocate for a moment. Yeah, being tryhard and World of War, you know, is a thing. Even though, you know, losing is pretty much... I mean, usually people don't play a game to lose, but let's assume for the moment that, you know... how would I phrase that opinion? How would I phrase that part of the debate? Because you're either using a meta and because the how it would never work, or how it would be, how do I want to say it? I don't know what the best way to say it is. I also lost Bat, so hey, Bat doesn't matter. Proceeds to die because I lost Bat, but yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is do one run is usually, well, no, it's not good enough. I would like to do more, but I have to go through a bunch of characters, which is why I'm pretty much going to be not rushing through, but not thinking as much. So, as I look over Colt, we are going to stick with character perks, so that I'm not going to randomize Cthulhu. So what I wanted to say earlier is basically if the meta doesn't result in you winning more, then there would be merit in saying no meta, but it does work. I see it work, so I can't reasonably, in my mind, logically say anything against the fact that you can play the game a certain way and get more consistent runs. That said, again, the game is somewhat RNG, so you know, there's no... Also, we're gonna do ally attack again. I could go for... Actually, no, let's go for... I do test these characters out beforehand. I probably do like a mystery too, just to make sure that nothing breaks. So, but during that, I mean, I can't avoid the fact that I see things here and there, so... at the same time, if I went for no weapons here, I think I would die, so let's not do that. If I really wanted to do that, I would, but let's concentrate a bit on not dying, because this character starts with funds anyway. We might as well use it. Unfortunately, I didn't get a, you know, we're gonna reroll. Okay, well, we're just gonna use the monkey wrench then. That was a waste of doom, but I didn't get anything better. But, yeah, this character starts with funds, and it starts with, they start with, something else, aside from a lot of knowledge. I feel like there's, yeah. Nope, I don't remember. Is it only really one thing? I thought there was two things. Oh, the camera. I have the camera equipped. That's why I didn't notice it. But, yeah, camera and funds, which, if you start with funds, that ultimately saves you, like, 12 to 15% doom. Again, depending on what your strategy is, I usually like to try to buy something from a store on Harbinger. Therefore, I need to spend the doom getting weapons, because going without a weapon, unless you want to do this all day, which can work out, because there are runs where you might be on a Dotu, you might pick up Fujiko, you might pick up Ancestral Strength. Those are my go-to examples, but when you don't get them, you can take... You know, you can take, and I have Kana with me, so at base this would be, you could take 4 reason per encounter, and that pretty much means you die. Because theoretically, if you don't take a weapon, or you get a weapon earlier and you don't have to spend doom, then theoretically you have, let's be lenient and say you get 18% doom's worth of rest. That's 6 rests, for 12 stamina, 12 reason, and if you run into 7 encounters and they each do about 4 stamina or reason, let's balance them out. So let's say you run into 6 encounters. We'll be even more lenient and say you run into only 6 encounters, not including bosses. Each 3 of those enemies do 4 stamina, so you lose 4 stamina. You lose 12 stamina, 12 reason throughout the run. That's the stamina and reason you rest for 18% doom. Then that means the other 13... Again, even then, you start with 13 stamina, 13 max reason in Harbinger, and then you eat damage in events, and if you're 50-50 in events, then you lose about 5 stamina reason. I'm averaging that out because one, you succeed checks, and 2, sometimes you're visiting max threat level locations. If you fail half your events, that's about, let's be lenient again and say you fail 3 events all the time. 3 events, you lose 6 stamina or 6 reason, times 5 because you have 5 mysteries. Overall, you lose 30 HP, and that's more than stamina and reason put together. Also, because we ran out of strength, we died, so we'll do another run with that character. No meta needed, by the way. So, let me see here. Fatalist. Oh, Fatalist. Well... and we'll go into Yogatag, and we'll give this character another chance. Please give me a town mystery. But again, just to say that no one ever said no strategy was needed, and no one ever said that you need to strictly follow. I also think with some people that every character is good. Now, whether or not they're the best or not, I would hold back a bit on that, but every character is usable. Again, if for no other reason than the nature of RNG in this game, you pick up a katana, every character becomes viable. And yes, you could say that, you could argue that, well, that just means that the katana's OP. Well, yeah, that's what I mean by there's RNG involved. Okay, we're on Fatalist, by the way, and that notably that changes your mystery board back to quote-unquote normal. Can we finally pick up a heavy-duty flashlight? Thank you. Yeah, because using the monkey wrench put me in frostbite territory, but hey, that never happens either, right? So what are the odds that you lose 3 strength from frostbite and then you equip the monkey wrench? Well, there's exhibit 942. This is mermaids, right? So we can try, well, we can insta-kill the boss here. Again, we might as well use it if we have it. What is this exactly again? 4 reason? Okay, so, and since the boss does mainly stamina, I hate taking reason damage, but compared to staying stuck in this boss fight, I would rather cast the spell. But hey. So okay, so it's enough about that. I won't really say much more. I mean, if it's really so apparent, I'm just gonna say it. I mean, if it happens on screen, I'm not gonna avoid it. When things happen in real life, I'm going to say it. So unless obviously I need better OPSEC, but anywho. So here's another example. So 20 base HP in the first mystery, and he does -2 all damage. Yes, you're not gonna run to this counter all the time, but if you do 3 kicks, so you take. Let's be generous and say you hit every single kick. That means you take -6 all damage, so just die, I guess. Just die. Don't need weapons, though. But hey. But yeah, let's keep going. So, and if I had taken that, then I would have rested 3 times, so that's 3 out of the 6 rests that I use. And if you don't know where I'm pulling the number 6 rests from, then... I talked about it about 2-3 minutes ago, probably even longer. Listen, time flies when I'm speaking, trying to commentate and looking what's happening on screen. Even though I am autopiloting, which is why I kind of died to the Frostbite land. Actually, no, you get Frostbite no matter what there. Maybe except for, I swear there's one result in Frostbite land. It's Boreal Expanse, right? But, no, Boreal Expanse. I keep thinking it's Bleeding Desert. It's called Boreal Expanse. But yeah, if there is only one, I swear it's the left choice and you have to fail it, but also I almost died to Reason again, but that would be on me, because, as I said, I'm autopiloting, but, yeah, it's because I ran to that event. It's not like I stumbled in on accident, unless I chose to, unless I was in an event that I could have avoided, running into that. Also, I probably should not have fought this boss, but we're here now, so I can prep attack. Again, 9 knowledge is a heck of a thing, even with 3 strength, but I guess, you know, I didn't brace, did I? I'm going crazy. I'll give this character another chance, because I was the reason why I died there twice. So, let me look at my thing again. 2 medical history, Harbinger, Herald, and away I go. Well, we get experience this time at least, but actually, I mean, I can kind of blame the character sometimes, because theoretically you are going to be rolling an event, so when certain stats are low, like strength, not being able to brace, because again, 5 strength is the threshold for being able to brace, and well, I found out during testing earlier, it's also the threshold for brace into meat cleaver attack, assuming you're using default item statistics. So if you don't have 5 strength, you cannot do brace meat cleaver, among other things. Obviously, if you're using crowbar or anything slower, you're not going to be able to do anything, but hey. Bulletin. We have ward as well. But I am going to use the hardware shop, so there's nothing I'm going to do. And yeah, we're going to reroll once. Give me something other than the shovel. That was the... If it gave me a crowbar, I would have considered it, even with 3 strength, but it gave me literally nothing, so what do you want me to do? And then, yeah, let's just start investigating. So, yeah, there's a lot to think about in this game. If nothing else, it's a big... I always like to think of World of War as a big chess game, though realistically you can treat it as a TRPG, or table RPG, where every location is a deck of cards, along with having other cards. Everywhere else, you have character cards, you know, to kind of learn. Literally, basically, you could turn World of War into a tabletop game. Very, very easily. Then you just need, like, a 12-sided die, or just dice. You can emulate this game, if you wanted to. But it's in video game form, which the developer didn't have to do, or they wanted to do it, and so now we have World of War as a video game. Video game. I was thinking of what I wanted to do here, so let me use a bit of strategy, if that's okay. And let's hope we roll well, and if we don't roll well, then I'm gonna take a peek at what my perception checks were, and see if I don't roll 10, 11s, and 12s. So yeah, I could question my sanity, get hunger for my trouble, but thankfully we're not on an ally attack run, so yeah. Yeah, so you literally 2 out of the 3 events, where I think the third one is a roll, where you can avoid going into Frostbite Land at all, but anywho. This is another strategy I see often. People people doing all attacks without any bracing or little attack boosts. But again, if your luck is good, your potential damage is there. Or you could just go 50-50 like I do. So 70% is 50-50. Let me, like, what? Why? I know I'm not really doing a good job at displaying this character because I'm doing things like that, but at the same time, if I could do things with certain characters, if I could do this with certain characters and get away with it, also I never got the thing, did I? Well, I think we just die here. Yeah, but if I could do these things with certain characters and live, then the character would be that's in an odd way that would make characters OP because, or that would mean the character's OP because little effort is needed to, you know, win with them. Anywho, is there anything I can do? Because I think I just end up dying here. I guess I throw everything I can and hope for the best, right? I wish I could arrest this phone. This thing doesn't even have a it doesn't even have a type. Yeah, I don't think there's any way for me to live this, right? Unless I brace into, well, this is the one time strength might matter. Even though, yes, I'm the reason why I'm dying here anyway, but yeah, I don't think there's really anything much else I can do aside from roll on this. Or I can't even roll well on it. And by roll well, I mean add a prep. So this is pretty much 18% chance. Not really much else I can do. You know, for giggles, just in case. Funny enough, that might actually save me. So we're gonna memory extract a few times, and we're gonna do the same thing. Not stamina. Reason, please. For stamina. And then we do this, and I think we get out. As long as nothing weird happens. That said, I did eat a lot of damage, but hey. I don't get to level up either, but I don't think this character... I didn't see what perks all the characters have, so I don't remember which perks I have. Also, was the phone my second enemy? Well, we're gonna find out. If and when I get to the lighthouse. Botanist... Akamanto Warwell. We have Akamanto. Unfortunately, I'm not doing so well, but... you know what? I'm just gonna treat this like a commoner run and just grab a bunch of cigarettes at this point. I don't think I have much else of a choice. Because I am dying, and I need to not die in encounters. Even though I am... Oh, I don't have enough money. Whoops. Well, time for curses. I was gonna witch tree for funds anyway, but... Hey. So let's grab this, and away we go. We will need another pack if I want it to last the entire run, but we'll wait. Just in case. We'll sell these library notes as well, and then move on. It'll also depend on how stuck we are in Botanist, because we also have Ward. So, oh yeah, it's a good thing it's a good thing I have the Nicotine Rush buff. I can at least do this, which is better than nothing at all, and if I hit 2 of these, I will be able to, desperate action my way out. So, yeah, as I said. So... And this is part... Oh, I think I die here. Oh, brick! I can't do math as well. But, anywho... Okay, let's finally move on to another character. I'm going crazy, by the way. So yeah. And if I don't put anything in the description, these characters do belong to the, you know, the people who created them. So if any of them doesn't like that they're in a video like this, then let me know, and I will... at least private the video, but probably just take it down for safety's sake. Second encounter strength, charisma, blah, blah, blah. We have 98 charisma, though, so you know what that means. That means we do ally attack. Obviously, characters are not supposed to have that, but at the same time, I've also said that characters who start with 99 of a stat, you know, it's not impossible to die still. Especially on Eldritch Parasite, by the way. Because, yeah, unlucky events mean you just die. Yes, I should be going for charisma, but... charisma checks in events, but... We'll see. So we get Kana, that's for sure. And then we do Schoolyard and grab as many people as possible. I think, yeah. So, I feel like it didn't scale, because if it did scale... if charisma does scale with being able to recruit people... What the heck? More people appeared. Then I would have been able to recruit all of them. But obviously it doesn't. So, I mean, if nothing else, maybe it guarantees you 2, but hey. Still, though, we're gonna do this to the as much as possible before we start monumenting. But we'll use it twice and move on with our life. Well, I think we can we sell this for funds? We can, so we can take that off our body, but we are missing funds, but we're out of funds, so be it. Yep. Nonetheless, though, this is pretty much guaranteed. Yeah, I shouldn't have any problems with encounters. And I know this is kind of a joke character, but hey, unless it's not, then let me know, because I can't remember everything I see in the community. So, yeah. That said, I mean, I could just die to double hallucination, flashbacks, whatever the curse that gives you -2 to dexterity. You get 2 of those curses, you're dead as this character. So yeah. Along with being bitten by Katak, but thankfully we're not in the Katak run, so hey. And yeah, with 99 of a stat, we can do this. So this is how you know for sure that charisma scales. Also, I cannot clear, so I have to do this. But I can do this as much as possible, and yeah, we do the thing. And if we die to Eldritch Parasite events, then we die to Eldritch Parasite events. But if nothing else, this also means that you shouldn't need to see this character more than once, because you know what's going to happen. We do want Kana, though, because ally attack is pretty cool, along with being able to reduce damage by 1. Which I've noticed that if enemies do 1 more damage, it does matter, but if you do 1 more damage or take less damage, then that's why Itho2 is kind of considered an easier god by some people, or I can see why. Because, yes, while enemies do more damage to you, if you were just going to go all out and attack anyway, then you're just taking the extra point of stamina, or reason, or doom, or all, usually that extra damage that you deal allows you to get out of an encounter faster. I've gone over this, but for those who don't know, I should be using cigarettes, huh? Well, I do have a pack, so it's not so bad yet. We'll do Akamanto to decrease our doom. And we'll also, I mean, we don't need to arrest anything. Again, enemies will all just fall before the might of 99 charisma, but yeah, so 8, you normally, let's just assume you do 8 damage. 8 damage into twice for 2 turns, because they're looking to usually defeat enemies as soon as possible. Means that you do 16, unless you can get more optimal turns with Brace, but that's a whole other argument. We'll do that because we have Akamanto, and we don't want to lose too much stamina. But, yeah, if you can do 10 damage, because most enemies are in the range of 15 to 18 HP, Young Witch obviously scales more, but she does a lot, so you want to 2-turn her as well. But regardless, why can't I clear this stuff? Did I bug something out? Anywho, I feel like I bugged something out, so we're just going to do this. But most enemies have around 14 to 18 HP. Some enemies have more, bosses have a lot more. So being able to doing 8 damage can mean that you take another turn of damage, which means a lot more damage in even non-Itho2 runs, because, well, if you don't have a Itho2 damage boost, that means you're only doing your regular 8 damage. However, if you're doing 4 or if you're doing 5 damage, that allows you to 2-turn a lot more encounters, even with a lot of mystery scaling. So if I miss a bunch of these, I was about to say, because I get 3 guaranteed. But to finish the thought, yeah, if you do 10 damage a turn, that's 20 damage, and even if you have to take another turn of damage, that usually still means an extra turn that you don't have to eat damage in. That said, that's when bracing becomes more of a viable option, but again, it really depends on the encounter you're in. Also, I don't know why I didn't take this earlier. I'll take it now, though. And we'll see. Again, I shouldn't need to worry about most bosses, if not all bosses. I haven't really done a 99 charisma run pretty much ever. I've done 99 strength and 99 dexterity runs. Those are for other tests, mainly katana and mainly brace testing, but For charisma, I guess because we didn't get ally attack yet, then there was no reason to test it out. But now that we do, I mean, theoretically, this is the test, or this is the science experiment, and yeah, as you can see, it's going pretty well. Also, I can just hit escape. I don't know why I'm resting. And yeah, let's see. Actually, if you defeat the boss, the ads will still revive it, so we'll do that. Okay, we can almost get out, but hey. We did do Akamanto, so our doom is actually theoretically a lot less. And I'm kind of not paying attention to my second encounter, second mystery, because, well, oh my goodness gracious. Hey, Windows noise, that's because a thing happened. So, yeah, I guess that's gonna stay in the video, unless I cut it out, but that would require me to remember, so let's find out. But if I did make a cut, it's because things happened. Ramen Vigil. I mean, doesn't really matter, I can't heal stamina or reason anyway, so... if nothing else, this also lets me know how much damage I may actually be taking from events and or encounters, because, well, if I'm only taking damage from events, then this may be the average amount of damage I'm taking. I don't need to box cutter, but I'm just gonna do it so I can carry more items. Clap 3 bows. That said, I do want to do this vigil because since I don't need the experience to level up because I am pretty much god in encounters, when I fail the vigil, I end up, also this does nothing for me, so that does nothing for me, so I should just sell it. Yeah, basically doom increases if I fail the vigil, by a lot, so let's not do that. Yes, I have Akamanto's mask, but no reason to tempt fate and die on a run that's pretty much given to you. And again, you have to know you're doing ally attack. If you're not doing ally attack, obviously this run can get a lot trickier, because, well, you're not going to be making use of the charisma in battle. So yeah. Also, if I didn't have Akamanto, I mean, I'd still be doing okay. It's just, I have extra doom to be safe with Akamanto's, or with the Crestfallen Mask. And the box cutter broke, but that's, if you have it equipped on slot A, it can break. That's all I remember for sure. So we'll do this and get out. And we'll move on to our last mystery. Well, in this particular case, the bath doesn't matter, but, I mean, it should be self-evident why. It's less because it matters less to the quote-unquote meta or strategy than the character themselves being as they are. So, that said, yeah, why not hot bath? And then we'll take strength, because why not? And we'll move on. I do have to remember to take the mask out. I might as well give myself the best chance to survive, so let's store this and do this. But yeah. So regardless of what you think about, you know, whether or not things are good or not, I mean, there is an amount, because I could have been unlucky, or not as lucky and not gotten Kana, because I didn't roll eels, and I don't personally like to, reroll mysteries. I could have been on Exquisite Taste as well, which would force me into a monumentless run, unless I want to, well, I'd have to run the numbers there, but, because numbers are a thing. I mean, you know, to kind of go full circle, I said I was going to stop talking about it, but it kind of applies here, and it really relates, so, you can choose not to talk about meta, while at the same time, like, meta exists because numbers exist. I know that sounds odd, but objectively, if you can look at the numbers and see where you're being the most optimal, then theoretically, you know, the meta exists, so... And there will be people who try to optimize things. I try my best, but I don't really go too hard on it, because there are times when I want to commit science, or do science, and at the same time, RNG's involved, so that's why I kind of just throw everything to the wind. I just guessed on that one, by the way. And, yeah. That said, you know what I forgot to do? No, you know what? I said I was only going to do one run with this character, unless those were all the characters I loaded. Then maybe it is, but hey. At least, if nothing else, this goes to show, if you run Charisma, you can do a lot of things. That said, I did have to get 3 ally attacks in most of the time, so, I mean, it's not like you're gonna get that much charisma, so... And again, you could say the same for most other things, except maybe perception and except maybe knowledge, even though, well, unless you're using a weapon there. But, yeah, we'll move on to our last character and do 1 or 2 runs minimum. I don't know how much I want to do for sure, but hey, well, I want to go for a bit, so, Dotu, by the way. So yeah, we get a bunch of stuff. However, I don't want to equip the Demon Mask early, if possible. If for no other reason than because I'd be losing out on a lot of potential stamina. But we'll see. That said, I want to save the box cutter for a boss. That's what I'm thinking of. Will I get to is the question, unless I run into myself, but... Let's move on. Actually, I have 6 charisma. Ally attack is also a viable strat, but it's too late. I've already set my sub-location, so... Yeah, we'll play with the hand that I've dealt myself. So, if I don't see this... Okay, I was about to say, if I don't see it soon, I'm just gonna not do anything. Yeah, look at that sweater. Sweater? Anywho, coma, sailors, eels, mermaids, and festival. Okay, so... Relatively easier run in my opinion, but let's find out for sure. Because I'm still gonna prepare, and I'm still... Okay, well, that's not the best weapon. Actually, I'm just gonna sell it, funny enough. And then we're gonna do this, and go into the hardware shop, and please give me something usable. Well, that's okay. At least my strength isn't at 2, but... Oof. So now I would like... actually, no, my strength is at 2, so I do have to be careful, but... I do, what, 9 damage on our prep strong, and then possibly 12 damage if I decide to just throw the dice into the air. And hope for, oh my goodness. Well, it's a good thing stats don't matter, but yeah, just hope for the best, because, yeah, Monkey Wrench is not the most accurate. However, it does do a lot of damage. So I can do prep Monkey Wrench into something else, into a kick. But at that point, I might as well be doing prep strong, because that's still 9 damage, I think. We'll see. So yeah, funny enough, yeah. So that one, you heal for a reason, or you... So I'm leaning back from the microphone here and there. That's why my voice sounds like this, because I am dealing with something in real life. But hopefully it stops soon. And, yeah, I would like this, and why would I ever assume that I could pass a check like that with 7 perception? What a fool I am. Anywho, we'll get ending A and move on. We do have mermaids as well, so I actually want to visit the police station and grab the handcuffs. Because I think no matter what timeline, you can get ending A as long as you defeat the janitor. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. And hooray, I'm at 33% Doom already. We need to heal Reason, right? So, unfortunately, my stamina hasn't gone down yet, but I could try to, Monument, ask for stamina. Why would you ask for Reason? Ask for stamina. Good. Then I can feel better about putting this on. Not that that's too great, because if I fail all 3 stamina checks, which are Strength, Dexterity, and Knowledge, I just end up dying. So, yeah, also I should just pop this Inspiring Novel now. I'll try to equip the box cutter as I get close to the janitor. But I should do 11 damage per? Yeah. If I could fit this, I think that, yeah, that would have been a chance at a 1 turn, but since it's not, yeah, 2 Strength doesn't get me anything, so... I mean, I might as well, so I have a chance at it. If it's gonna be a 2-turn encounter anyway, I might as well go for the chance, right? So, again, playing with numbers. That said, what are my other mysteries again? Why do I forget? I'm gonna Police Station Forest because I don't remember my mysteries. But hey, school is safe from encounters for the next 2 investigations. Hell, hey, take 2 Reason because take 2 Reason. And let me rest, because otherwise I'm going to die to Reason. But yeah, just, again, punching all the numbers in my head and saying them out loud for you to hear. And if I make a mistake, then you can at least learn from me saying the wrong numbers, because hopefully your brain's somewhat turned on, or you're listening to my voice and you're going, oh, that doesn't sound right. And you're like, yeah, that it doesn't sound right. Anywho. We should be able to, ending A this. I'm going to equip the box cutters now. The box cutter now. Yeah, unfortunately. You know what? I'm just going to take that just for giggles. No, I'm going to take folklore studies. Who am I kidding? And we may be able to... Oh, it's not guaranteed. I hit 2 of those on average. What do I want to do? Can I brace into anything significant? Almost. I need to roll. I'll roll in at 75. Okay, good. And I think I get this. Yeah, I get this. So, through that, the box cutter breaks, but that's fine. That's why we have a monkey wrench to sub in when needed. I think improvise still adds damage even if something does 0? But the box cutter broken should still do just 1 damage. So let's find out. Sailors, Festival, Coma. So we'll Festival now. We actually rest once, and then I need to keep my doom low, so I'm just going to visit the festival and party. And not get Ryuichi before I move on to this forest. So, if nothing else, I mean, starting with Box Cutter, just in general, not just for this character, but any character really, or... Well, no, Box Cutter is pretty much the boss, again, it might not be on purpose, but, it's designed for bosses because it's quick, it does a lot of damage, but it does break, so you can only use it if you can only use a weapon for 1 or 2 encounters. You would want to use a weapon that strong on a boss, preferably, but we take, yeah, I mean, no matter what, we're getting out next turn, so yeah. I didn't know I did bonus damage. I just expected it to be a 2-turn encounter, but it's nice that I did. And then there are the flashbacks, so it is called flashbacks. Hopefully I'll remember that flashbacks lowers dexterity by 2, but hey, thank goodness I got finally a fair check. And let's go, because I actually want this spiral hood for the sake of the monkey wrench, mainly, but also so I can brace into something better than nothing. We are on Timeline A, so no Spiral Hood for me. Although that probably is a good thing as well, because then my Doom wouldn't be as high. But the trade-off is my stats aren't as high, so let's hope. Extra reason, why not? Because I lose a lot of reason, or I like to think I do, so we're going to do that. As we go into, we'll save Sailors for last and do Coma now, so that's going to be 3 reason at the end. That's also going to be 6% Doom. So here's hoping. We'll pick up the book, so maybe we can throw it away. Never mind, we're going to use it immediately. Yeah, we'll see what I can do. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh my goodness, I can almost get 3 of these. Well, can I brace into anything meaningful? Again, can't. So, I could go for 8 damage. 81% chance to do 8 damage per 2 all, or 97% chance... Actually, isn't this guaranteed? I mean, no. Actually, this would be 14 damage for 3 all, which is about 5 damage per -1 all. I mean, I guess... Coma's gonna hurt me at the end, though. I guess I can trade stamina. I don't want to, though, but I think I have to not die at the end of this mystery, or moving into our next mystery. If nothing else, I should probably rest. Do I have fetid fumes? I don't. So I should rest while it's somewhat efficient. And we'll move on. I should switch my police station over to this hospital. Yeah, I should have done it earlier. I don't know if it affects that. I don't know if threat level affects that one, but still, I should switch it. I have at least 2 more investigations, so it'll at least pay itself off. And I just took more reason, because I don't know why. I don't remember that event, but I don't. We'll trade stamina for reason. We have another hospital investigation after this downtown investigation. We'll buy a coffee, actually. And I think this is the last investigation. while I lose more reason. Alright, cool. I guess I just die. Cool. We'll find out for sure, but thankfully we kept our bats, so we live for now. I think I still want to rest. Yeah, sailors. Yeah. I'm gonna rest twice even. I'll take the moral victory if I, for some reason... Oh, I didn't heal stamina. Well, nonetheless, I still want to be at 4 or 5 reasons, so let's hope. And hope that I don't have to cope with dying. So there's my 2 reason loss there. Am I going to lose 2 or 3 more reason? Not yet. But we're getting close. I should throw the fire axe and the box cutter away. I wish I could one-turn this guy. I can't. Oh my goodness, man. Well... I'm just gonna go crazy and do this. Oh my goodness. Well, why did I ever risk that? I still get out in this turn. It's just it would have been nice. So we're gonna keep moving on. Our doom is steadily rising, but not really much I can do about that. Actually, there was a lot I could have done about that. Thankfully, and by thankfully I mean unfortunately, the game rolled an 11 on strength for us, but into the Drowner Sponge I go, and this is, I think, where I die. I think there is a way out. It's just not very cool. So we can throw this. I would rather throw the flashlight, and we pretty much hope that... no, even with this, I don't get out. Can't brace into anything meaningful. If I had 2 or if I had 5 strength, I'd be able to trade stamina for reason to try and survive, but I can't, so... Do I throw a bigger Hail Mary? No, I can't even. So, I think we're gonna do this. So I'm gonna do this, hope I hit, and throw the monkey wrench. Yeah. And we'll equip the weapon we have. And if need be, what do I do? I don't know what I do. Heal reason. I guess we hope. I guess we hope that we're not in timeline B. Or, you know what? I'm not even gonna take the risk. I'm gonna do this. Okay, we're on timeline A. We needed timeline A anyway, because otherwise we die to Knight Errant, but... Well, that's not great. Yeah, we die no matter what now, because, yeah, we die no matter what. I could have avoided this. Yes, I could have, but we do have Takushi-san, and we also have the second encounter, but I'm mainly looking at Takushi-san here. But anywho, we'll struggle till the end. If nothing else, I will say immediately that, you know, the things I say in this video, I could be wrong here. I don't know if I'm wrong for sure, but, yeah, I hope that, if nothing else, you learned something, or you had fun watching this. I hope you had fun watching this. Otherwise, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you later!